Well, back in the 1950s, it was not only unusual for women to be working, but even more unusual to find them successfully working as business leaders. So it was important for them to meet each other and to help each other for support. Well, that's when the Financial Women's Association first began. And now, decades later, the FWA is still supporting, engaging, and mentoring professional women in finance. My first guests today are women representing the range of FWA membership. I'd like to first welcome Shelby Duncan. She's an undergraduate at Mills College and is a FWA 2012 scholarship winner. And next to Shelby is Barbara Morrison, who president and founder of TMC Financing. And congratulations is in order because, Barbara, you are FWA's Woman of the Year for 2012.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
That's right.
Were you surprised at that?
I was quite surprised.
And I read that you were surprised because your receiving it was a little bit unusual.
Very unusual. I believe that I am the first nonprofit representative ever to be honored. Typically, the prior winners have been women who have been senior executives at Bank of America or Wells Fargo or Chevron or
large corporations.
Major corporation.
Right.
And to be honest, when they first called and offered, mentioned that this is what they were doing, I was really shocked.
Well, okay, you have two businesses.
I do.
You have TMC.
Yes.
Which is a?
TMC is a certified development company, and we provide commercial real estate financing for small, growing businesses who want to occupy their building using an SBA loan program.
But it's also a nonprofit.
It is a nonprofit, but it's a very, very unusual nonprofit. When this program was created by Congress in 1980, it was revolutionary in that it incorporated what is a buzzword today of public-private partnerships. So we are a nonprofit for tax-exempt purposes, but we are not the kind of nonprofit that gets charitable contributions.
So you don't go solicit for donations?
We are a fee-for-service business.
Okay.
So our revenue comes in the form of loan origination fees, loan servicing fees. We have a bottom line to manage just like any for-profit business, but we have a nonprofit mission that drives us.
Okay, and then you also have a nonprofit, a purely nonprofit organization that does ask for donations.
Exactly.
Okay.
And that is called Working Solutions, and it is a micro lender. And by that I mean we loan anywhere from $5,000 to $50,000. 50% of our clients are startups. The other 50 are very new in business. The criteria to be eligible is that they are not bankable, which means that they are not eligible for bank financing.
Nobody else will back
That's
them.
right. That's right. And so it's a very exciting program because we work with young, energetic, enthusiastic entrepreneurs, and we really do help them achieve their dreams.
Well, thank you for the perfect segue to Shelby. Shelby, you're still in school. You're at Mills College.
That's correct. I'm going into my last year.
Okay, and your major is?
I'm a double major in international relations as well as economics.
Okay, so you were a perfect fit for an FWA scholarship.
That was the plan, and it turned out that way.
So you received a scholarship earlier this year in May?
In May, that's correct.
Okay, and what was it that you received?
It was a $5,000 award that was allowed to be distributed how I chose, and I used the money to go to Uganda.
And you went to Uganda because?
I was interested in doing a microfinance initiative, and the work that I did there helped individuals to cut down on transportation costs. Everyone in Africa has a cell phone. It's incredible. They don't have washing machines, but everyone has 3 cell phones. So what we encouraged people to do was use their cell phone in order to deposit money into their banks, into their savings account, as well as to repay loans. So people didn't have to give up a day's work or 20,000 shillings, which is $8 US, to make their deposit into the bank.
So you're taking your love of international affairs with financial acumen, and you did that. And so this is what FWA is all about, helping young ladies like this succeed in business. I have to ask you, though, has things changed? And, obviously it's since 1950s when they were first founded, but you belong to the organization for the last 20 years. Has it gotten any easier, any better for women?
I think that things have changed remarkably. I think as you're going through it, you still see that, oh yes, there's still a lot more that we want to accomplish. But clearly, when I think about the beginning of my career and I think about what Shelby's career is going to look like, the difference is going to be so astronomical. And the difference between my early career and my mother's lack of career.
Right.
You know, we really lose sight of the amount of change that has taken place for women in the span of one person's career.
Exactly. So I want to ask you, Shelby, while you were in school, before you heard of this organization, did you think that you would need support or help or mentorship from other professional women?
That was my biggest concern. Going into college. I'm actually graduating a year early, and so the whole process has been accelerated, and I was so concerned with how do I manage my class load, my part-time job, the work I do with a 501c3 here in the Bay Area, and my family and my sports and all these things that I love. And the FWA and the mentorship program has provided me with the opportunity that I never thought I would have, of having someone one-on-one who's there to help me through this process, because it's so new and foreign to me. So I'm so grateful for that.
So do you have a mentor from the organization?
I do. I'm working with Allison Brown, and I get to meet with her this Friday to go over and begin our mentorship process. And that process exists to help me to, if I have questions, how should I build my resume? They help with that. Or can you help me set up some informational interviews? Or what type of positions are the best for me right now, starting off my career?
She's there to help you kind of focus on what it is that you want to do.
Yes, to help me find the right path and the correct steps in order to do that efficiently and effectively.
How wonderful, because obviously when you and I started, we didn't have anything like that.
That's exactly right. We did not.
This might be off the mark, but do men need the same kind of support that women do?
I think men need it, and it is offered. And it has been historically. They don't call it mentoring.
Right.
But whether it's on the tennis court or the golf course,
I was going to say that
club,
they get together. Yes.
There's a lot of camaraderie that turns into business mentoring, even though it may not be called that.
Right. And women don't do that.
Well, we do now.
Okay.
Clearly, but we didn't when you and I started.
All right. So the future holds bright for somebody like Shelby, and your quote is, "Women can do it all."
Well, really, it is in response to the article that Anne Marie Slaughter wrote, that she titled, "Why Women Still Can't Have It All." And I was reacting to her statement.
Okay, we're almost out of time, so I'm going to say women can have it all depending on...
Depending on what all means to you. Everybody has their own definition of success. But look, Shelby was just explaining how she's juggling everything that she's doing. Everybody has to juggle what they're doing, right? And if you are a woman and you're working and you have a family, you have to juggle it. Is it easy? No, but we all have to cope with it. And we make choices to accommodate how we want to live in the world.
So this is my goal, and if I get there, I'm happy. So I've made it all, right?
That's right.
All right, thank you. Congratulations again. You're going to receive your award next week.
Next Tuesday.
So have a wonderful time.
Thank you.
Shelby, good luck to you. I know that you've got a good career in front of you, and FWA is right behind you.
Exactly.
All right, thank you
so
very much, ladies.
Thank you, Rosie.
All right, if you'd like to find out more about the programs and support of Financial Women's Association, give them a call at 415-528-8599 or visit FWASF.org.